Sacred be the gift of living water, precious be the fruit of every land. Cherished be each creature, holy be each neighbor, blessed be the goodness of God's hand. Sacred be the task of transformation. Eager be the heart to understand. Tender be the care, ardent be the prayer, urgent be the call of God's command. Sacred be the gift of living water, precious be the fruit of every land. Cherished be each creature, holy be each neighbor, blessed be the goodness of God's hand. Sacred be the task of transformation. Eager be the heart to understand. Tender be the care, ardent be the prayer, urgent be the call of God's command. Sacred be the gift of living water, precious be the fruit of every land. Cherished be each creature, holy be each neighbor, blessed be the goodness of God's hand. Sacred be the task of transformation. Eager be the heart to understand. Tender be the care, ardent be the prayer, urgent be the call of God's command.
Thank you for joining us again today for our short reflections as a part of the CSJ Together for 15 minutes. We're so excited that you've joined us as we reflect upon racism and the environment. Racial justice and injustices and environmental injustices are very interconnected. And at the CSJ chapter in St. Louis in 2019, the community recommitted to responding to the crisis of the earth and global warming, along with responding and reflecting upon a deeper awareness of our complicity and work towards dismantling interlocking systems of oppression. So we begin our reflections this week today with Sister Liz Kerwin, as she reflects on what she's doing to care for the earth and also where she's finding inspiration right now. Just thank you for taking this time and having a little conversation about the earth today. I mean, the 2019 chapter very much talked about us as a community of the Sisters of St. Joseph and Consociates recommitting to responding to the crisis of the earth. And Liz, you've been living your whole life responding to the crisis of the earth. What do you think this province and this community is doing to respond to the crisis of the earth from your perspective of 30 years with the Earth Partners and your current work with Earth Partners?
In the beginning, we were working on things like the restoring of the woods and the planting of the gardens out there and so on. And then we got into looking at plastics, and we banned bottled water, and we've done specific kinds of things like that. And right now, one of the things that we've done is to look at the food that we're serving at Carondelet Center, for example. And of course, that touches me personally. Food has been kind of a focus of mine, because I think it's really important that we buy organic and local and range-fed. And I also joined the board of Women's Environmental Institute, where they do a tremendous amount of work with farmers of all cultures. And I was on that board for about 9 years, and then decided I'll turn that over to the younger people. That's where some of my hope is. You know, it's the younger folks who are really committed. I'm concerned about water, I'm concerned about plastic, I'm concerned about all of these kinds of things that are destroying our environment. But what I realize is that I can't do it all. And so I try to focus on the things that I can do. And recently I have joined the Archdiocesan Earth Group, the
Care of Creation
Care of
team.
Creation team. And before that, I had joined the congregational group. So, you know, I've kind of spread out beyond just Earth Partners. It's all interconnected. I think for me, what has happened recently is that I think at one level I knew that the people on the margins, the people of color, were being negatively affected, but my consciousness has just been raised enormously by doing a lot of reading on racism and all the kinds of things that are happening in Minnesota. It breaks my heart that we are one of the worst in the country in terms of racial inequity. And so whenever there's something that comes to me on an email and it's asking a legislator to take action, if it's something I believe in, I sign it, because that's something I can do.
Liz, you mentioned how you are able to find hope in the younger populations who are taking action. What are some other things that give you hope right now?
I think we're in a new time. I think that there are, and I felt that even before the George Floyd murder. It seemed to me within the last 2 years, there has been a real upsurge of awareness and care about what is happening to our neighbors of color and to the poor people on the margins, poor in whatever way we define poor. So those are things that give me hope. And I guess, you know, in spite of the fact that I'm slowing down and do a lot of things from the confinement of this little apartment, I feel real energy, and I feel other people have energy to try to make things happen.
What do you do in your personal life to stay grounded, to stay hope-filled, stay connected to the environment? Do you have any daily practices that you do?
Of course, I do all my daily practices around not wasting, recycling, reusing, not buying more than I need, not wasting any food or other things, but also just praying about and talking with my housemate, Mary Claire, you know, and she's on board with all of it. We're together on this. And then beyond that, asking in the bistro, for example, can you not use the black plastic that can't be recycled? Or can you use compostable materials? Because we all get our meals brought to, you know, the people in the care center and assisted living get their meals brought to them in containers. Well, at least they're compostable. So now we've got to get them to the compost. You know, I mean, it's little things.
And it's a lot of simple things like that and simple daily acts that's going to change the world, right, Liz?
I believe it. You know, it's the butterfly principle. The butterfly flaps its wings here and it causes change in Asia.
Absolutely. Well, Liz, thank you for the conversation today and for inspiring us to think about the simple acts we can all do to impact the environment and promote and respond to the crisis of the earth through our daily actions. So thank you, Liz.
Well, and thank you for giving me the opportunity, Marty.
Many, many thanks to Liz Kerwin for her thoughtful and challenging words. So the simple things is that's something we want to focus on. So you are invited throughout this week to get started on one simple act that contributes to the cause. It could be as simple as awareness of your own waste, awareness of all our own waste here, awareness of what happens in our workplace, or just being aware of the beautiful creation that is all around us. Sometimes we're not so aware. So, friends, we wish you peace this day.
For the world, we raise our voices for the home that gives us birth. In our joy, we sing